Overwhelming.
Consuming.
Debilitating.
It can lead to just feeling like utter shit, basically.
It's like being underwater sometimes. You don't really know where you're going and it's very murky. So it's sort of that overwhelming feeling of confusion.
Shameful, because you do go, well, why am I thinking this way? Why am I thinking different to everyone else?
Generally, day to day goes all right. I might find myself towards the end of the day getting a bit fatigued and just wanting to just sort of isolate myself. And sometimes it's really bad. Simple things can kick it off, and I'll just start to panic and freak out and just need to get out of wherever I am, be it a shopping centre or just in a class or even just with friends. Sometimes I just can't handle it.
When I'm feeling that way, I don't think logically. Like, in hindsight, you know, I can think about it in hindsight and go, okay, I probably shouldn't have reacted that strongly to that thing. But when it happens, it's happening. That's literally all that's going on.
Some days will be a really, really good day, and then some days I won't be able to get out of bed and do anything. Like, it's kind of really physical as well. Like, it really makes me feel like physically ill. So that's kind of quite a big thing that affects how I go out and stuff. Like, a lot of it is like agoraphobia, like leaving the house. So that can obviously like mess up a day, like a life.
I could walk down a street and I'll be panicking and freaking out that, you know, everyone's looking at me, when in reality that's not the case, you know. But from where I am, my point of view, that's what is going through my mind. That's what I'm perceiving. To the point where you just don't feel like it's worth even being alive, really. Sometimes it's just, you know, the lowest point, you just, when it's just way too much, you just think, like, what is the point of just dealing with all of it? So it's quite, again, it's something that I think a lot of people don't understand, but like, it can just get to a point where it's just, why is this all here?
It's very draining emotionally, having an anxiety disorder, just because you spend so much time in your head. And I think you spend so much time tossing and turning over ideas and working out best and worst case scenarios. And I think things like that are what get you down emotionally. And I think it ends up being a situation where you can make yourself really depressed just by sort of avoiding going outside. And then it's a vicious cycle of not knowing what to do, not doing anything as a result of that.
Like, physically it makes me feel like really sick. Like, I have been physically sick, and emotionally just kind of like all over the place. Like, I want to do things, but I physically cannot do a thing, so that obviously messes you up a little bit. Physically was one of my main problems. Like, I would physically shake and then I would get like paralyzed and stuff, like, because I was so scared, and I knew there was nothing to be scared of. And that also affects you emotionally, like when you feel like you can do a thing but you can't.
But it always feels like you're going to die, and that's the stupid thing about it, and you can't always get over that, even after, you know, many years of experiencing it.
People can sometimes view it as like attention seeking, because especially when they don't understand anxiety, because like, oh well, what, you know, why are you making drama out of this because this person did this or said that? But it's not like, to you you're not making drama, to you it's actually an issue for you.
Yeah, the anxiety I would describe as like, you know, think of a horror film that's really scared you and you like you couldn't sleep that night. Maybe you woke up in a cold sweat from a nightmare. You know, take that one moment of sheer panic and fear and water it down a bit, but then have that every second of every day.